Let's learn to play Down in the Valley. This is a little cowboy song, and we see a cowboy on his horse approaching the edge of a mountain, looking down into a valley, and he is most likely thinking of his girlfriend. And he says, down in the valley, valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow. So a little bit of a lonely feeling about the song. He's probably missing his girlfriend. He says, write me a letter, send it on time, answer my question, and the question of the hour, will you be mine? Will you hang with me forever? He's seems like he's pledging his love to this girlfriend who is somewhere in the distance. Let's take a look at it. Sometimes it becomes necessary to play outside of the five-finger position. So if we have our right hand in the C with our thumb starting on C, it may be necessary for the thumb to extend downward to play the note B every so often if that's the way the melody goes. Here's the way the melody sounds, and you can watch to see how often the thumb has to extend downward. Listen, 1, 2, 3. Write me a letter, send it on time, answer my question, will you be mine? And notice the repeat sign at the end of the song, which indicates there are two verses to sing. And probably we hear the left-hand chords as kind of like a guitar strum, which would also be a real cowboy thing to see. Now, notice here in our preparatory drill, we see the note C, D, and then the note goes below the ledger line used for middle C, and so we know we're going to have to extend down a step to B. Finger 2 stays on D, and the thumb has to move back to C. Over in this part of the drill, we have C, D, E, G, and suddenly the right thumb has to extend down again to B. Finger 2 stays on D, and the thumb comes back to C. So we want to find our C position. See if you can keep fingers 2, 3, 4, 5 on their regular keys. Take your thumb, and can you bounce back and forth from C to B? Let your thumb freely move so it becomes really versatile and comfortable with that little shift. And of course, remember, you're always looking for the note to fall below the ledger line to know that it is truly the B. Now, let's see where this happens in the music. We're going to start. We have 3 beats in a measure, so we have a little bit of a cowboy waltz going on. The left hand is asked to play the first note, which is number 1, and in the left hand position, number 1 falls on G. So the left hand helps out with that first note, and then we have a C, D, E situation, skipping down to C. Then those C, D, E notes are reversed and go E, D, C, and then land up a second on D for 6 total counts because of the tie. Let's listen to that first line. It's going to go G, C, D, E, C, 2, 3, E, D, C, D, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Line 2, the second part of our song, our second phrase, again asks us to play the same G with 1. And here our thumb has to shift to B, finger 2 stays on D, and 5 remains on G. Notice the up a fourth from D to G, skipping 2 fingers. So these 4 notes in here would sound G, B, D, G. And once again, G, B, D, G. For a workout, you can even try them backwards. G, D, B, G. So forward and backwards are kind of fun. And after we play those 4 notes, the right hand stays on G and simply finishes by going down steps to the final C, which is another 6-count note extended by the tie. This is the way the right hand sounds without the chords. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, left thumb, shift to B. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the repeat. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Left, B, D, G, G, F, E, D, C, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, we have to give the left hand something to do. So in the cowboy tradition, our left hand is going to imitate the sound of the guitar on 2 little quick strums on beats 2 and 3, following the first note of each measure played by the right hand. Let's take a look at that. Notice we have 2 chords, C chords, coming on beats 2 and 3 and happening again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have a measure off, given the whole rest, for 3 counts. Since we have 3 beats in a measure, the whole rest becomes 3 counts as well. Now we have a change to the G7 chord, followed by a rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The thumb helps out again, the melody on G, and some more G7 chords on beats 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, followed by a whole rest, and finally we're going to follow the rest with 3 C chords, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So very, very simple, the left hand punctuating the melody by some nice gentle chord strums. Let's hear how both hands fit together. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. E, D, C, D, 1, 3, 1, 2. G, B, D, G. And steps going down. Let's repeat. G, C, D, E, C, E, D, C, D, G7, G, shift to B, D, G, steps going down, 2, 3. And there you have it. That's our little cowboy song, Down in the Valley. Enjoy playing the melody, what the cowboy is probably singing in your right hand, and strumming the chords with your left hand. Have fun with this piece.